Hey everybody, this is your spiritual colorist and diamond painter. I want to come to you with this whip and chat and tell you about some of the things that I've been just doing for right now. Just got this book that I've had book out that I've had for some time. It's a Grayscale coloring book by Ruth Anderson, and she has all the nursery rhymes, which I thought were just so cute that you can remember as a child. But it's got some really beautiful coloring in it with Old Mother Goose. And if you remember nursery rhymes as a child, there's so many of them, from Humpty Dumpty to the Three Little Kittens. And I thought this was some beautiful pictures to try to color and bring life to the page of some of the nursery rhymes and bring it to life. And I love the pictures in this book. They are so beautiful. I started out doing one page with my paint, which I also want to share with you guys because I'm not really gotten into painting like I want to, but I'm starting out with the watercolor paints set by Artistro colors, and they have a set like this where it has 62 colors. They give you the sponge, they also give you a sharpener, they give you the eraser, they'll give you this paintbrush, another black pencil, and they also give you this, the watercolor brush. Hold on, I have a couple of these. Hard to get out yet. So this is a brush too, and you can put water in here and use this as a brush. But I've been using this paint, and so far, so good. I do like the colors in it. Wish they had a rowdy. My other paint set is by Artistro, which is acrylic. So I wanted to just see how this is going to work out and continue doing a little bit of painting. I'm going to be showing some of the things I've been doing this month a little later on. That will be my next video that I'm going to do for this month, since it is the end of April. And the end of April was what? Stress month. They call it the month of dealing with anxiety and stress. It was also Earth Day. Earth Month. We have Earth Day. It was the 22nd or the 21st. So I like to try to do pictures and do things that kind of particularly have meaning to focus on. It's something that has, something that you're not just doing for what everybody else is doing at the time, but something that has a particular meaning or gives a particular message. And this is one of my favorite nursery rhymes. It's the Old Muffin Man. Not the Old Muffin Man, but the Muffin Man. It's, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man, or do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? Oh, yes, I know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Oh, yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. I used to love that. I used to love that particular nursery rhyme when I was a kid. And you could imagine in your mind someone coming to your home or coming up the block selling muffins. And, he's a guy and he has a basket full of muffins that he's selling. So all these nursery rhymes bring back so many childhood memories. And there's so many in this book. The paint goes down really smooth on this paper. I did put some wax paper back here just in case it would seep through. So that's something. And it hasn't been doing that much. Then on the other side, it's maybe had a little in, but yeah. This paint by Artistro, sorry. It's Artistro. I'm trying to say that name right for the company. It's Artistro. And I really like it. The paint, how it lays down nice on the paper. But this paint is a watercolor paint where sometimes it can get a little thin, but you can just smooth it out and work it over. I guess you can use pencils or markers also on top of it if you want to brighten up the image or the color. I really love the different colors that's coming through. So this month of April, like I said, I like to share art in itself. I love all different types of art. And being back up north in my home state of Pennsylvania, they have a art gallery about Van Gogh, and he has it's a beautiful um, art exhibit on his paintings and stuff. And they have all different types of his paintings that they show with 3D side effect, and it looks so beautiful. And when you see it on the walls and how they exhibit it, it is awesome. It just looks so good. So I'm trying to get tickets to go to that, and it's probably going to be in June, because I think it's going to be one in June. So I'm going to be trying to go to the Van Gogh exhibit, because I love art in itself. Like I said, this is my first time really trying to be crafty as an artist, being a crafty position, because I've not really been a crafter or artistic person. I'm a visionary more than anything, but really just putting your creative artists in you out there and trying something new. And most of the time, if I'm just finishing up my classes or coming offline from work, whatever you want to do, just is like something that really helps you relax, instead of watching TV or getting on your phone, whether you're painting, coloring. And I love that we can make these pictures come to life. So oh no, this is the wrong color. I don't know how many of you are using paint as well. I've seen a lot of different colorists that are using paint in their coloring when they're doing Kirby and even some of Hannah Lynn coloring books. One of Hannah Lynn, not Hannah Lynn, Hannah Carlson, sorry. Not Hannah Lynn. Hannah Lynn is another artist. It's also Hannah Carlson. Hannah Carlson books I love her book called Summer. And I'm going to be trying to do a lot of the images in that book this time around and see how much of it I can get done. One of the books I really wanted to finish up this particular time around was the Ink House. I've done a lot of pages in Ink House, but it was one of the books I said, if I can get finished this one and really get finished all the pages. So when you turn a page, the whole book comes to life. You have a book, it has many pictures. You have pictures here, you have pictures there. But when you can look through the whole book, that's my work. I put that, the colors to that page, and it comes so alive and it looks so good. I've seen people who have done whole books of Kirby's books, and my girl Color Me Stress Free, she's one of my favorite colorists on YouTube. She goes to work, and when I say she goes to work, she is just awesome in her creative skills of bringing life to the page and bringing the colors out. She's actually one of the people I would say that's given me the confidence to try paint or watercolor. When she does her watercolor backgrounds for galaxies and paper, when she puts it on paper, it just turns out so beautiful, and it doesn't really look hard. She makes it look so easy, but she's good at what she does, and I love watching her work. And I'm learning now to do my portraits, because everybody knows I love portraits. I love the portraits with this diamond painting, whether it's coloring. I've always loved to do portraits. And I have a couple of portraits I'm doing out of Anastasia, Calderera, out of her book. And I've been practicing doing that. So everything is going pretty good. Went to visit my sister last weekend at her home. I had an aunt who had a birthday. So my sister made her a rum cake. And it turned out so good. I'm used to getting like rum cakes from the Jamaicans. But I have to give my sister props because she put her foot in it. And it tasted just as good as any Jamaican rum cake. It was really good. So, yeah, a lot of people who are going out doing anything. And that the weather's getting a little better. This weekend, this week had 50 degrees. Now we up into the 60s and the 70s. You know, can't complain because other people can still have snowstorms and blizzards. But I really just thank God every day, you know, that we keep our prayers going up for the people that are on war and the people that are facing so many challenges. Being in natural health and wellness, and this was the month for anxiety and stress. Stress and anxiety can really cause so many problems with people who don't really always know how to handle stress, or who bodies don't handle stress, because you can't really help if your body doesn't handle stress very well. And I know a number of people who take anxiety medications. Me myself, I don't have to take anything like that, thank God. But yeah, it's something like, you know, it can really be a killer. It's a killer. Stress is a killer like blood pressure. And when your anxiety up, it makes your blood pressure go up. It can cause so many other problems when you're stressed out. But I believe we can get through anything that we have to bear, whether it's physical, mental challenges. You just have to know and trust and believe that there's a way to get better. I don't care what you do, whether it's a physical problem, whether it's the journey that you're on in life, career-wise, relationship-wise. There's always a way to get better. There's something more. It doesn't have to stay that way forever. You know, things can get better. And we have to believe it. We have to believe and have faith that things can get better. No matter what you're facing or what you're doing. And what challenges you might face in life. They don't always have to be physical challenges that you're going through. It could be any type of situation where you just have to believe that there is a better side to this. That there is a better side where I can come out on the other side doing better. So, when you're doing school work and you didn't get the grades you want, you know, you say, okay, I'm just going to do better next time. And I don't let that try to stress me out, because I remember how stressed I would get in the beginning. Like, okay. Because, you know, when I had my dad with me, it took me forever because I was trying to do so many things at one time. And I didn't realize how stressful it was for me. Just trying to get everything done. And then putting some things off. Then juggling with this and that. And what should I do? Or should I go back to this? And so, you know, trying to make the right decisions for yourself at that time. But I have not given up on what I wanted to do. I'm going to complete my classes because I just didn't take one class. I mean, business is my major and I only had 2 semesters to have my degree in business. But I had other certifications and, you know, other training that I wanted to have under my belt for what I want to do and what I want to be able to accomplish. So it's nothing wrong with, no matter what age you are, moving forward in your goals. If you're not willing to do a whole degree, you can get training, certifications, diplomas, and just take your time and do what you know is best for you. because everybody's trying to work. Everybody's trying to get themselves together and find what brings you joy, not just working from paycheck to paycheck. But really finding something that you know you can be happy with doing, you can really benefit in doing, and that you're helping someone else. This is the pants is supposed to be gray, and because the picture is grayish, I knew it wasn't going to turn out the way I wanted it to. So now it's just going to blend in and look dark, like it's almost black, which is probably the color I just should have used. Yeah, so, yep. Still a lot of things going on in our world. We still praying for people in the Ukraine who are still going through the war. And sometimes I don't like listening to the news because all that stuff just gets on your nerves. They don't be sitting here arguing with the TV, you know, like that. Oh, I just have to go and pray about it because I ain't got time to be arguing with the television today. It does. It just makes you sick. And listening to Biden saying he wants to get $3 billion, not million. They be talking about billions dollars to help the Ukraine. I'm like, we need $3 billion to help America. I mean, I understand there's a war going on, but gee, golly, wow. It's just a mess. Our world is just a mess in itself. So, looks like it's turning out pretty cool. Not quite the way I want it, but I like the way it looks so far. Now, this is my first time really trying to paint a lot. On one page. Oh, I just dropped my pen. I wasn't trying to really get into painting. But then I was like, I want to really, really get more better at my pictures and the way they look and how I exhibit them, how I show them off. And I'll be seeing all these artists who are just absolutely, that's just me. I said, I wish she'd changed her voice up. That was just me just joking around. Absolutely great at what they do. And their pictures just look so good. I'm like, okay, we're going to pump up our skills. We're going to take this paint out and practice painting a little bit. So on our next picture, we can say we did a little bit more. We did a little bit more than what we did before. Yeah. And I think this looks kind of pretty okay. I'm satisfied. See, that's what I don't like. I'm going to have to go over by going out the lines. Going out the line. Painting. I do like this paint because it goes down really smooth. Some paint looks like it just smears all over the place. I like Artistro paint too. I mean, Artistro paint. But sometimes when you do paint, like the paint just smears all over the place. It doesn't lay down smoothly. So when you move the brush over it, it feels smooth. Sometimes you can paint and use a certain kind of paint, and it just feels like it's so it just goes all over the place. It's not smooth. It doesn't give a smooth lay down. And I'm not a painter, so I'm not all that good about, painting what's best in the painting world to use for pictures and stuff. I'm just learning the skills of how to use the right tools and the right pencils, how some pencils do works so much sincerely better when you're doing coloring, and how things look just great. You can take cheap pencils, or you can take the ones that cost a little bit more. And when you learn the difference, then you say, okay, but them some of them other pencils, I'll be like, yo, it ain't worth paying that much money for. And it's all about the name. You know, things about the quality sometimes. Same thing with everything. Clothes and anything else that we buy. But yeah. The last pencils I got, I did find some Faber-Castell polychromos for 60 and 60 in a pack. That was way under 100. And I was just so pleased with that deal. I was like, oh, I got to grab this now, because they will try to get you to pay $200, $300. I'm like, y'all done lost your mind. Big time. You done lost your mind. Because, no, we're not paying that much money for no pencils. I do understand they have a different, feel, and I'm learning that, how certain tools do have a different, texture. It has a different appeal of how it actually makes the picture look, and what may work better if you're doing using certain mediums and tools. So far I think it looks okay. But yeah, trying to see how this is going to go. Like, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? I remember singing that song. Do you know the Muffin Man lives on Drury Lane? Oh, wow. My sister, when she was little, she had to do a show. She's gonna laugh at me. She got me talking about her on this video. But she had a little talent show in pre-K, and she had to do the nursery rhyme of Little Miss Muffet. Now, you know how you is when you're home, your voice is loud and you're talking to your family. I'ma sing it like this. I'ma do it just like this when I get up there. And then I remember being in the audience, and they called on her to get up there to say the nursery rhyme. And when she took the mic, you couldn't hear nothing she was saying. Nothing. She like, Miss Muffet. She was all shy. And it was so funny. Then when she came down, I was like, you ain't even say nothing loud. I couldn't even hear you. You was all loud at home. You ain't even say nothing. But my mom said she still did a good job, but she's still in pre-K. And now that you're grown and you're so much older, and those memories come back to you. We messing with each other about, our childhood days and the things that we remember doing or saying when you were a little kid. That's how it gets when you get older. You have all these found memories of your childhood or things that you did when you was a child. Excuse my voice again, because I can hear the hoarseness. These allergies are a mess. The pollen is not really up there, but I go through this almost every year with my voice. How many other people go through allergies where your voice just feel like, I don't know, it be getting to you? I don't have sinus problems, thank God. But my voice does get hoarse sometimes. It goes in and it goes out. I'm trying to make all that green. I might as well just cover the whole thing green. This book has a lot of beautiful grayscale pictures in it, though. They have some nursery rhymes in this book I have never even heard of before. Give you guys a little flip through right after I finish doing this before I close out my video. No, I don't like shoes. Yep, this paint is really, I like it. I look like it a lot. This is the first time I used this much of it. The last time I did one, it was in Kirby Rosen's book. I think it's Mythomorphia. But I didn't like the way it came out. And I tried to use it for a background. And I was like, it didn't come out the way I wanted to. I was like, you're about to cry about it. Because it doesn't come out the way you want it to come out. So you're like, oh no. There's nothing you can do. Because you already started it. And that's last time I used that Artistro paint was in a Kirby Rosen book. So I'm like, oh God. You always think what artists think when they be painting. There's some people that can just do the most creative work, or just artistic geniuses. And art is so therapeutic for so many people. Even when you talk about the most professional, well-known artists today, from the past or the present, most people grab onto art to help them through issues that they are facing for therapeutic reasons. To really help them cope with different issues. It's like a way of an escape. Also just a way of expression, period. How that looks to you guys, but so far so good. So I'm gonna stop right there. And I'm going to flip through some of the pages. Now see, it didn't go through too bad on the other side. Here we have Mary had a little lamb. Pleased with white as snow, and everywhere the lamb went. And everywhere Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. So I did put this behind it. Some wax paper. And look, you have seesaw. I've never heard this. Pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to visit the Queen. Pussycat, what did you there? I frightened a little mouse under her chair. This is cute. Everybody knows the 3 little kittens who lost their mittens and didn't know where to find them. They said, Muffet dear, we sadly fear our mittens we have found. Found your mittens, you good little kittens. Now you can have some pie. And Pat, little day, don't know that one. Polly put the kettle on. I remember that one. Bad Black Sheep, have you any wool? I remember that one. Now, some of these nursery rhymes, if you find out the history of them, what they mean, and how they came up with them, will knock you off your feet. You're like, what? That's how they came up with that? That's what that meant? Little Jack Horner sat in the corner. This is cute. Clouds. Don't know that one. Ride a cock, a horse. This is a beautiful picture to do. Donkey, hickety, my black hen. I remember that one. Okay, Ring Around the Roses. This was something about, I think what they said about Hitler, actually, when he killed the Jews in his Ring Around the Roses. You can look it up on Google. You can Google it. what some of these nursery rhymes mean, how they came up with them. But I thought this was about Hitler. Ring around the roses, a pocket full of posies, ashes, ashes, we all fall down. This is a cute one. Seesaw. The cat tea party. I know that one. Diddle dee, dumpling my sunshine. Went to bed with his stockings on. One shoe off, one shoe on. Diddle dee, my sunshine. I remember that one. Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack jumps over the candlestick. 7 blackbirds. I thought it was one called 7 blackbirds baked in a pie. This is nice. I think I'll bring that. I'll even make that green like hills of grass. Whoever saw a rabbit, don't know that one. Doodle doodle doo. Doodle doodle doo. The princess lost her shoe. Her highness hopped. The fiddler stopped, not knowing what to do. The London Bridge is falling. This is about the war in London. Something happened. The meaning behind it probably is just, like I said, something would blow your mind. Lavender's blue. This is a pretty picture to do. The purple cow. Old King Cole was Muriel's old. Muriel's soul was he called for his pipe, he called for his bowl. He called for his fiddler's 3. This is a good picture to do. Peter Piper picked a pepper, pickled a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, where's the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Tongue twisters. There was a crooked man with a crooked shoe with a crooked knife. The crooked man story. Where has my little dog gone? Sleep, baby, sleep. The father guards the sheep. The mother shakes the dreamland tree, and from it fall sweet dreams of thee. Sleep, baby, sleep. Never heard of that one. Dance, little baby. Don't ever heard that one. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mom's gonna buy you a mockingbird if that mockingbird will sing. Papa's gonna buy you a diamond ring if that diamond ring turns to brass. Papa's gonna buy you a looking glass if that looking glass gets broke. Papa's gonna buy you a billy goat. If that billy goat runs away, Papa's going to buy you another something. I love that one. That was my favorite. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Everybody knows that. Now this is a beautiful picture to do. Or twinkle, twinkle, little star. And here you have the index of all the different nursery rhymes from the very beginning. And this is the Muffin Man, which I'm going to finish up. And I'll probably show you in my monthly progress of pictures. I thought I'd do this small little chat and come on here and talk to you guys for a minute. So I hope everyone is having a blessed day. And if you like books like these that have like a lot of childhood memories and you want to bring life to your memories, to the page of the nursery rhymes, which are such beautiful pictures in the Grayscale book of color pictures by Ruth Anderson. And imagine if this whole book is done and it's colored and you can look in it and say you did it. It's just a great feeling. And that you put life to the page and made it look as beautiful as it does. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you're having a blessed day. This is your spiritual colorist and diamond painter. Don't forget to bring out the creative genius in you, because inside you there does live one. All right. Be blessed. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye-bye.